You ever hear a sound so out of place your whole body just locks up? I did, and now I say I don't sleep near windows. It started 2 weeks ago on a Friday night. I had the house to myself, parents were gone for the weekend, and I was living it up. Junk food, horror movies, lights off, classic. Around 2:30 a.m. I shut the movie off, grabbed my phone and decided to scroll before bed. The room was quiet. Still, the kind of stillness where you can hear your own heartbeat. That's when I heard it. A whistle. It wasn't from the movie, I'd already turned everything off. And it didn't come from inside, it came from outside my window. Now I live on the second floor, nothing should be at my window. But this whistle, it was slow, drawn out. 4 notes, like an old tune you'd hum walking home from school, but there was something off about it, like it was too deliberate, too patient. I got up and peeked through the blinds. No one, just the empty street bathed in orange from the streetlight. I figured maybe it was someone walking their dog late. I even laughed a little. Nervous habit. Then the whistle came again. Same 4 notes. But now it was closer, like someone was directly under the window. I froze. I should have closed the blinds, locked the window, texted someone, but I just stood there, squinting into the dark. That's when I saw him, standing at the edge of the yard, just barely in the light. Tall, thin, wearing a coat that looked like it belonged in another century. His back was to me and he was rocking back and forth like a metronome, left, right, left, right. Then he stopped, and slowly, so slowly, his head turned, just enough for me to see half his face. He was smiling, but the smile didn't fit. It stretched too wide, too high up his cheeks. I slammed the blinds shut, heart in my throat. I backed away, nearly tripped over a chair and crawled into bed like a kid. I didn't sleep. The next morning, I checked the yard. Nothing. No footprints, no sign anyone was there. But that tune, it stayed in my head like an earworm, haunting every quiet moment. The next night it happened again, this time at 3:03 a.m., whistling from the backyard. I didn't look, I didn't dare look. Instead I went to the hallway to grab my phone. That's when I saw it. A handprint on the inside of the living room window. It was smudged, long, thin fingers, almost claw-like. I stared at it, trying to figure out if I could have done it. Maybe I leaned on the window earlier, but no. This wasn't normal. The shape wasn't right. Then the whistle came again. Inside the house, I swear to you, I swear on everything I love, it echoed from the basement vent. I ran back to my room, locked the door, hid in the closet like I was 5 years old again. Every creak of the floorboard felt like he was right there, whistling, waiting. I told my parents when they got back, and of course they didn't believe me. They said I had too much caffeine, too many horror movies, and not enough sleep. So that night they stayed up with me. We waited, nothing happened. They teased me the next morning, even left me a note with, do written on it. I almost believed I imagined it all, until I went to school and overheard 2 seniors talking. One of them said, "Yo, did you hear about that guy on Hawthorne Street? Someone found claw marks under his windows. Like someone tried to pull themselves up." That's 3 streets away. I asked around. The legend came up. They call him the Whistler. If you hear his tune, never look out the window, never respond, never whistle back. If you do, he marks you, he follows you, he waits until the 3rd night. That's when you disappear. No body, no blood, no clues. Just the sound of a window creaking open, and that same slow 4-note whistle drifting into the night. It's a back road out here, long, empty, barely lit. It cuts through miles of trees, no gas stations, no houses, just silence. And for years, people have whispered about a child seen walking that road at night. They call her the Lost Child. According to the legend, if you're driving Route 13 between 1 and 3 a.m. and you see a little girl by the side of the road, you never stop. Not because it's a trick, not because she's dangerous, but because if you do, you'll never stop seeing her again. I never believed that junk. Local ghost stories, you know? Until I drove it myself. It was a Saturday night. I was heading home from my cousin's place. Took the back road to avoid traffic. Yeah, Route 13. It was just past 1 a.m., fog rolling in, music low, headlights cutting through trees like a knife through smoke. Then about 20 minutes in, I saw her. A girl, standing barefoot on the shoulder, wearing this faded pink dress, knees scraped, hair tangled like she'd been running through the woods. She wasn't moving, just staring. Her face was pale, lips trembling like she wanted to say something but couldn't. My foot hit the brakes, hard. I sat there in the middle of the road, hazards on, heart pounding. My brain was screaming, don't get out, but, instincts kicked in. She looked so helpless, so small, so real. I opened the door and called out, "Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?" She didn't answer. She just tilted her head slightly, like a curious animal. I stepped closer. "Do you need help?" But it wasn't a child's smile. It was hollow, empty, like her face remembered the shape but not the feeling. And her eyes, God, her eyes, they were too dark. No light in them at all. I stepped back and she blinked out. 1 second she was there, the next gone. No sound, no movement, just gone. I ran back to the car, slammed the door, locked it 3 times and floored it out there. I didn't stop until I hit city lights. I told myself it was just my brain playing tricks. Sleep deprivation, fog, whatever. But that's when it started. The next night, as I pulled into my driveway, I glanced in my rear-view mirror. She was standing under the street lamp across the road. Same pink dress, same empty smile. Then she was gone. It happened again and again, every night. Sometimes at the end of my bed, sometimes just outside the window. Always staring, always silent. I even had a friend stay over. I didn't say anything. I just wanted proof I wasn't losing it. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, she shook me awake. "Dude," she whispered, "why is there a kid in your hallway?" I jumped out of bed, heart in my throat, and ran. Nothing but my friend, pale, shaking. She left before sunrise and hasn't talked to me since. I tried everything, salt at the doors, sage, prayers, even therapy. But every night she comes back and I think, I know, she's getting closer. Now, I don't just see her, I hear her. She whispers just under my breath. I can't make out the words, but they're getting clearer. And last night I got into my car to leave and she was in the back seat. So if you're listening to this and you ever find yourself driving down Route 13 late at night and you see a little girl in a pink dress, barefoot, with blood on her knees, don't stop, don't slow down, don't look back, and for the love of God, don't feel sorry for her, because once you do, she finds you and she never lets go.